Hello all and welcome back. Hope you all enjoyed my last vlog on the Marsh Harrier. You know, I admit that there wasn't a great deal or any video and any brilliant shots there, but you know, it's a bird at the moment, apparently just the one now that's roaming around quite a vast area, so very hard bird to pinpoint. So I've come back up to the airfield. There's been a really unusual falcon about, which they think is possibly a female peregrine falcon in possible molt, or maybe it could be an escapee, or it could be a gyr or falcon, whichever you want to call it. But it's big. I saw it up at the heathlands just near my home, and so I couldn't pick out what it was. Got a very distant shot of it. So I'm up here at the airfield today because it's been up here. The Marsh Harrier's been seen here by me last week, and I've also seen another Merlin. So I'm kind of having a little bit of a look around just to see what's going on really. The weather's really overcast, very warm and humid, and I just want to really try my luck to see what's about, to be honest. You know, anything could turn up or nothing could turn up. So I'm just going to chance my arm really, and just I've got the 1DX2 and a 600 here and some more kit in the back, so I'm going to set myself up, look across the heath, and hope to be in some luck. So I'm just having a drive around now, just doing a little bit of a recce at the airfield really, just to see what's about. They're used to vehicles going around, as I said before in many of my vlogs, so obviously for me doing a quick circuit of a 780 acre area, it's quite nice because it's pretty flat and you can literally see quite a distance, just to see what's about really. I mean, anything could come in here. There's neighbouring nature reserve, there's the cliffs, and you've got a lot of farmers' fields, so you know, they could be anywhere really, so it's a bit of a stab in the dark, but there's certainly other birds of prey around. If there's a lot of bit of wind interference and a bit of too much noise, apologies for that. I ordered the media mod for my GoPro to work in conjunction with the Rode Wireless Go. I've got the unit, but I can't plug it into my GoPro because the media mod is currently out of stock and seems to be frequently out of stock. So I've been waiting now for 2 months. Really frustrating. Wanted to give you some better quality video without all the background noise of the LandRover, the wind. But you know, it is what it is. I can do use my Rode video mic with the DSLR and the lenses, but as far as the vlogging goes, it really has to be done with the GoPro. But you know, I've just got to go with what I've got at the moment. Just had then a limping fox cub just coming across. So really hard to hear, but there's a Dartford warbler calling just in the scrub, just here. Don't think. Oh, what's that? I've got a very lovely looking warbler here. For some reason. So there was a really lovely looking chiff-chaff or willow warbler then. Hard to idea at this distance, but got a bit of video there. Nice to see though. So I was here with my boy last week, just coming back across the airfield, and I saw an unusual bird on here, which I think was a Merlin, a female Merlin. And I've seen the marsh harrier as well earlier in the week, just basically quartering around here, and I saw it on a post just over there. So, and I've seen it here before, so I'm thinking today just to get myself in a position somewhere here, got the light kind of behind me, it's really harsh and there's a bit of heat haze around, but you know, I've got to go with what I've got, and you know, hopefully I'll be able to pick up some decent bit of video, maybe in a few stills. Really, you know, it's but it's one of those places that really anything could turn up. There is the kestrel, the buzzard, and also, you know, there's hen harrier at this time of the year as well. So, you know, it's a bit of a stab in the dark, but it's very quiet. There's not been any flying on for a few days now. So you know, hopefully we may get to see something. So I've had a good recce around the airfield, and I haven't really seen an awful lot apart from a lot of seabirds resting on the runway and a lot of corvids, but I've just parked myself up in this top corner where I've seen the Merlin and the marsh harrier, as I mentioned earlier, and I'm hoping something's going to come my way. I've got a nice cup of coffee there and a bit of fruit today. No delicious wife cake at the moment. My wife unfortunately has gone away for 9 months to the Middle East with work, so I won't be seeing her till mid-April next year. So I'm hoping to still keep the vlogs going. It's going to be quite difficult with 2 dogs, looking after the house and everything else, and my 3.5-year-old son, but you know, I'm going to bear with it and get out when I can and do what I can when I can, but I kind of need it as well for my sanity to get out and do a bit of photography out in the natural world, really. So yeah, bear with me if the vlogs are a little bit slow coming through, and I'm hoping to do one as I do every 2 weeks, but oh, hang on. There's a buzzard coming across, just nice little shot of a buzzard just coming into land on an old bit of ratty gorse. The light's not particularly good, but actually the shot's pretty sharp, I think, from the back of the screen. But yeah, oh, happy days. Doesn't always happen, but just came in from the left over a load of willow there. Just landed on. It's quite a way off, but it's looking around. Oh, it's going again. Off he goes. Oh, might be a common bird, but I love a buzzard. Can't beat it when things are a bit quiet and you get the resident buzzard come in for a bit of a flyby. Oh, superb. Well, that's an image in the bag, or a couple. Hopefully they'll be okay. The light is pretty harsh, so might be a little bit washed out in places, but still, we'll see what we can do. Yeah, awesome stuff. So I don't know if any of you have actually noticed, but I've got the 1DX Mark II back. Not my one, unfortunately. I've been loaned one, which is great. Mine's been in for about 38 days now, and they phoned me up and said that the part that they need, which is the focus screen, is on back order, so they're not going to get it out until the end of August, so 28th of August possibly. So I can't do without a camera for that long. 5 DSR is a great camera, but for fast action wildlife it's just lacking somewhat. So they were kind enough to lend me this 1DX Mark II, which is really good of them. Bearing in mind rentals are expensive, and they've not charged me at all for it. So yeah, really good. Chuffed to bits, really. Good shout out to Wex Photographic there, who are absolutely superb company to deal with, to buy, you know, new and second-hand stuff. I don't know if you've ever heard of a company called Fixation as well. That's their sister company, so they do all the fixing and stuff. So really, really good. So back with the machine gun, and yeah, so that'll keep me going until my one comes back. So as you can see there, I've just added just a tiny bit of netting just to the front window, just trapped it in around the door frame, slam the door, and it just gives me a little bit more cover. Not a great deal. But this is a lovely area here now, so I'm hoping maybe something will pop in. There's obviously a chance that nothing will, but that's a chance you take. I am in hope though, but since I've been here, it's been a lovely chiff-chaff, really yellow in coloration, and there's been a Dartford warbler, and I saw the buzzard, so you know, just stopped for 5 minutes, went round the airfield, didn't see hardly anything apart from some gulls and some crows, and I've stopped here for 10 minutes and I've seen a buzzard, a chiff-chaff and a Dartford warbler, so you know, happy days. There's lots of little areas out here as well, which I hope, you know, a lot of little perches and things, and quite a distance as well, and there's quite a nice little area there, so it can, if it comes in quarters, then there's always a chance that I could possibly you know, get a bit of video and get some decent shots, all being well. So just to let you all know really what's coming up in regards to a lot of my vlogs. Obviously I did my review of the rucksack a while back. I don't think I'll be doing any reviews for a day or two yet, but my next focus is the roe deer rut, which is taking place at the moment. It's pretty on it, you know, it's on for about midpoint of the rut for down here. So I'm hoping to do a vlog on that, but it obviously does take part in the evening most of the time, and you know, there's no guarantees there. So that's the next one I'm hoping to achieve, and then possibly some migratory species that will come in sort of tail end of September. Golden plover, a lot of wading birds, and also hope to be up in Exmoor in October, provided we don't get another lockdown, for the red deer rut, which I go up every single year, been going up 20 years now, and I'm really looking forward to that this year. Although I may be a bit limited on my time I spend because I'm looking after my boy and my dogs, because my wife is obviously no longer here at the minute, so yeah, it could be quite difficult. But my mum's also coming, so that's kind of cool, so I might be able to get out a bit as well. So that's the next sort of, I guess, month and a half on the vlog front, but who knows. This is where I live in Cornwall. There's all sorts of species that turn up randomly, especially in autumn migration. So yeah, could be on anything, you never know. But my biggest target this year is probably going to be otters and hen harriers. I'm hoping. We do get hen harrier here, not in great numbers, but we do get them autumn winter. So I'm really hoping to proper put the time in over probably weeks stroke months to get a vlog together for the hen harrier. So that would be my biggie really, and it's quite hard to achieve. I only see them 3-4 times in the autumn winter, so it's going to be a hard task, but I'm going to give it a go, and that's what I've got coming up. So I've just seen a commotion of crows in the distance, about sort of maybe 7 to 10 crows having a go at a large winged bird. Could quite easily be a buzzard, but it looks pretty big. And if it's a marsh harrier, their wingspan is fractionally longer than a buzzard, but they're sort of quite thin in comparison, if you like. A typical harrier sort of look, but it looked very deep and very heavy. But it's really is quite a distance away, and it's behind about 3 hedges away, and it's all disappeared now. But often the crows do obviously mob birds of prey. Would be nice if it came over this way. I've just seen something move incredibly fast from right to left, which I would think is either a sparrowhawk or a Merlin. It appeared very brown and extremely fast. I'm hedging my bets it's probably a Merlin, because there's been one here over the last weekend, and now we're on Thursday, so it could be hanging around for a week. That would be awesome. It's way off. Wouldn't even register as anything on the camera, but yeah, great to see it go through. Wait to see it go through. Be nice if it could just pop in a little bit closer and pop on the post and have a little rest. Come on, Merlin. So I've decided to move location a bit. It's pretty quiet over there, and I thought I'd move to the quite an open area of the airfield. Quite a nice viewpoint all the way across, gives me a bit of a fighting chance if anything does come bombing across. And there's a nice bit of wind flow through the window because it was getting baking hot over there. It's about 26 today or something daft. It's just absolutely red hot, stuck in a vehicle, a metal vehicle. But this is a viewpoint at the moment. So as you can see there, quite an expanse. So hopefully something will come across, and we may be in some luck. So I've currently got 3 buzzards, probably male, female and juvenile from this year. They're just hunting and soaring down the bottom end. So the wind's coming this way. I'm hoping it's going to bring them this way and might be able to get some shots of them. No guarantees, mind, but still such a long way off. Such a long way off. Okay, so currently I'm shooting across this load of this grass at the moment, and the heat haze is pretty bad at the minute. So there are various things you can do to reduce heat haze. It's not that easy. One is to wait until conditions are cooler, which is not always practical. Another is to actually get closer to your subject, which in wildlife photography is not always that easy. And another one is adjust your angle of view, because a lot of the time the heat haze is actually quite low down. So if you shoot higher up, then you're less likely to get the haze. I mean, that's all very well and good, but to be honest, you know, in most wildlife photographic situations, especially for animals and birds and things, you want to get that quite low aspect view. So you're shooting quite low to the ground. Getting closer is more difficult. So there are, you know, ways of combating it, but unfortunately in wildlife photography it's not that easy. But there's just some little tips that just might help. So we've currently got a kestrel here that looks like it's feeding on the slow worm. Oh, superb. Absolutely superb. What a bird, what a bird. Well guys, that pretty much concludes my afternoon out. I spent about sort of 6, 7, 8 hours out today, and had a fantastic time. I mean, it's been superb. You know, I kind of come out when the light was quite harsh. It was quite hot. The heat haze was quite bad. And got some nice shots of the kestrel, albeit quite far off for the still side of things, but got a bit of video and hopefully a bit of slow-mo in there. Hopefully that will come out well on the computer when I get back. Lovely to see the buzzard as well. Got some nice action shots of the buzzard taking off. Not much in the way of smaller bird species, but still, you know, it was great to see. And also seeing that Merlin, which was absolutely, you know, superb. So yeah, really good. Happy with today's results really, and it's just lovely to get back out again. Yeah, for those of you that subscribe to the channel, just to say thank you very much indeed for all your continued support, your likes and your comments. You know, it really does make a difference. You know, it really does, and I really enjoy doing what I do, and just sort of showing you what I get up to really. And for those that don't subscribe and maybe think of subscribing, you know, please hit that subscribe button, click that all important bell just to be notified there of any new vlogs coming out. But yeah, thanks again for all your support, and I'll see you all next time.